You've designed a beautiful modern home. It's dusk, the view is perfect, and you tap a button to lower the shades. But instead of a smooth descent, they jerk to a halt halfway down the glass. We've been sold on the idea that smart gadgets are plug and play. You buy a box, connect it to Wi-Fi, and suddenly you live in the future. But patching together a dozen different off-the-shelf devices simply doesn't scale to unify a residential ecosystem. Professional-grade home technology is built differently. It's like a disassembled Formula One engine. The components possess immense potential, but without an expert engineer to carefully assemble and tune them, they won't function safely, let alone reach peak performance. Purchasing expensive technology without that engineering expertise guarantees daily friction. To actually achieve a luxurious experience, a professional has to translate that raw potential into effortless usability. This scatter plot maps recent academic data on smart housing. The horizontal axis measures the intelligence degree, the sheer density of smart features, while the vertical tracks a buyer's intent to purchase. As you can see, the dots are all over the place. There is no clear trend. Simply adding more smartness to a home doesn't actually make people more likely to buy it. But watch what happens when we map residential comfort against perceived value. The scattered noise disappears, replaced by a steep, positive correlation. This is the metric that actually drives adoption. This data tells us that raw, smart technology provides no incremental value on its own. For it to be worth the investment, it must be meticulously engineered to disappear into the background, transforming from a list of gadgets into a measurable sense of comfort. To understand how that invisible experience is built, we have to rewind to when the home is just wood and concrete. Long before the drywall goes up, a construction site is where the true ecosystem takes shape. Inside these exposed walls, a critical boundary exists. A home requires two completely different physical infrastructures: the heavy, high-voltage power lines and the delicate, low-voltage communication wiring. Because these systems operate so differently, they require a strict division of labor. Standard electricians run the high-voltage lines, the muscles of the house. Meanwhile, a specialized technology integrator handles the low-voltage network cables, camera feeds, and audio zones, effectively wiring the home's nervous system. A functional smart home only emerges when these two distinct trades operate in perfectly choreographed parallel. In project collaboration, the certified integrator acts as the project quarterback, bridging the homeowner's vision with the builder and electrician. Moving up to professional supply chain. Distributors restrict pro-grade equipment sales exclusively to certified professionals, ensuring valid manufacturer warranties and eliminating incompatible parts. This coordination culminates in a critical window known as the pre-wire phase. Right before the walls are closed up, the integrator runs specialized cables at the exact same time the electricians lay down the main power lines. Missing this narrow window is a massive mistake. Trying to retrofit miles of networking cables and speaker wires through finished walls guarantees immense financial expense and ruins the aesthetic finish of the rooms. True residential luxury is therefore defined by anticipating every invisible infrastructural need long before the physical house is even enclosed. The dust settles, the drywall is painted, the luxury hardware is seamlessly mounted on the walls, and the physical installation is complete, but the work is only half finished. Returning to our project lifecycle diagram, we enter the orange section, Phase 2. This is known as commissioning. Here, the integrator uses their specialized networking expertise to bind all those discrete hardware components together through custom software. This complex engineering is what allows independent systems to finally talk to one another. It's the mechanism that tells the motorized shades to lower precisely at sunset, while simultaneously commanding the indoor lights to shift to a warm, relaxing glow. Without this custom programming, you just have a collection of expensive electronics. The software is the bridge that converts a home's raw technological intelligence into effortless residential comfort. Even the best systems eventually face stress tests. Imagine a new internet service provider comes to the house to swap out a modem. A single changed connection can easily sever the home's network. When this happens, you don't want to spend hours on hold with half a dozen different manufacturer hotlines trying to diagnose the issue. Instead, you rely on your integrator. They remain your single point of accountability long after installation. Utilizing proactive remote monitoring, the integrator can log in, spot the severed connection, and digitally bridge the new modem to the existing routers and access points. The conflict is resolved silently, without you ever having to lift a finger. That is the goal of a meticulously engineered smart home. By rendering complex technology completely invisible, it maximizes its true value, allowing your life to simply flow.